Students, welcome to the third part of the video. In the last part we have already discussed about the second stanza of the poem, The Ant and the Cricket, from the Honeydew section for the 8th standard students. So now we are looking at now we are going to discuss the third stanza of the poem, The Ant and the Cricket. Okay, so let's look at that. At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. So in the last stanza, the second stanza, we have already discussed that the cricket is now troubling, or the cricket is anxious that he did not find any food or find any crumb, or he did not find any leaf and flower from the field. So at last, by starvation, at last he is starving, he cannot find any food, he become hungry, and famine made bold. Famine means what? Scarcity of food, or the shortage of food. So with the shortage of food, the cricket is becoming bold. This cricket is becoming more smart, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. So everything is wetting down, which means wet means it becomes dry, and he cannot find any food or water from anywhere, and all trembling with cold. Because what? There is a very cold climate, very freezing climate, that will make all these things cold. Away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. So away he set off a miserly ant. So what did he say? He set off a miserly ant. Miserly ant means a very sad ant. He set off, or he make him stand in a miserly ant, because the ant is in a very sad mood, to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of green. So he see that an ant is in a very sad or emotional condition, so the cricket wants to keep him alive. The cricket wants to save this ant from this freezing cold climate. He would grant him shelter from rain. So the cricket wants to make him a shelter for the ant. The cricket wants to shelter this ant before the ant become dead, and a mouthful of green. And what this cricket want to do? And the cricket want to do a mouthful of grain. He want to feed, or he want to give food to ant, because the ant is also hungry, the ant is also starving. So actually the cricket is also in a very hungry mode, or in a very starving mode, but at the same time he want to fulfill the fulfilling the starving condition or the hungry condition of the ant too. So this quality is what we can describe, or what we can analyze from this stanza, that the cricket is also starving. At the same time, when he saw a miserly ant, a very sad or emotional ant, he want to feed this ant and to shelter this ant. Okay, let's look at the question and answers here. What made the cricket bold? Cricket bold because starvation and famine made him bold. Starvation, a man who is hungry. Where did the cricket go? The cricket went to an ant. How was the nature of the ant, or how was the behavior, or how was the status of ant? The ant was miserly. Okay, MISCR is there. Okay, it's some kind of spelling mistake. The ant was miserly. Find the word from the stanza which means went. Went means set off. Okay, set off. So these were the question and answer. So this paragraph is very important, because this paragraph introduced the second character, and at the same time how this cricket become transformed as a wonderful, or transformed with many humane quality, or how to help his accompanying ant, or how to help his ant to give him shelter and to give him food grain. At the same time he want to remove the starvation of himself, or because the cricket is also starving, at the same time he want to help the small ant because the ant was his friend. This humane quality is what is reflected in this stanza or third stanza of the poem. Okay.